The Forms and Data widget is something that's on the home screen of every user, no matter what role they play at their agency. Its primary function is to find avatar forms and save forms that you commonly access. There are 4 sections: My Forms, which acts as a shortcut list; Recent Forms, which shows you recently opened forms that have not already been added to My Forms list; Search Forms, which lets you search for forms by name; and Browse Forms, which lets you look for forms through the menus. My Forms is a shortcut list of forms. This can be customized and will remain even after you've logged out of Avatar. Clicking on any of these forms will open them in a new window. There are several ways to add forms to this list. If you click the Edit button, you will open a new window which will allow you to add forms. The field in the upper left is a search box which will let you search for forms to add. I'm going to search for a form, then click Add Form to add this to my list. To remove or rename forms, just right-click them and select the action that you want to take. You can also add folders to this list to group commonly used forms. If I wanted to close without saving, I can click Dismiss. But since I want to save my changes, I'm going to click Save. The My Forms section is immediately updated. This change will remain even after logging out and logging back in. The next section is Recent Forms. This will display recently opened forms. Keep in mind that this will only show forms that you have recently opened that are not already on your My Forms list. There is another way to add forms to my shortcut list. If I have a form in Recent Forms, I can just click and drag to the My Forms section to add it to my list. The next section is the Search Forms box. This is a search box and will allow you to look up any form you have access to by its name. It has a feature called Smart Search, which allows you to look up forms by partial name and updates your results as you type. The search box that opens gives you the name of the form as well as the menu path. At the bottom, it will tell you how many results your search has returned. If you are searching and get more than 5 results, you can scroll up or down to see them all. If your search returns more than 25 results, you will need to press the Next 25 button to page through all of your results. Click on any of these to open them. If you want to search for a form using a larger box, just click the magnifying glass to the right of the search box and a larger window will open. This larger window will let you see more results, and has a button to add the results to your My Forms list. The last way to find forms is through the Browse Forms section. This will let you manually navigate to the form you're looking for. It's split up into 3 sections: PM, CWS, and MSO, referring to the user account types that can access the forms inside. The majority of people who use Avatar will only see PM or PM and CWS. Clicking on one of these sections will give you categories, and inside each category is the related form. The forms you can navigate to are the same ones that you can search for in the box above, so personally, I just search for what I'm looking for. However, the Browse Forms section is a good way to find forms that you've forgotten the name of, as they are categorized by general type. Something important to know is that the forms you can search for and see under Browse Forms are dependent on your Avatar account. Ideally, you will only see forms that you use, and will not see forms that you do not need to use. So don't worry if you're not seeing all the forms that are on my screen, or all the forms that another person at your clinic has access to. If you're looking for a form and you can't find it, even though you know you've spelled it correctly, this is most likely because your account is not set up to use this form or report. For example, if you are an administrative staff that is not registered with the compliance department, you will not be able to see forms that show your clinical data. There are also forms and reports that are given to supervisors, managers, and directors and require special access to run. However, sometimes mistakes are made, and if you're looking for a form that you are positive you need access to, call the help desk. This is how to use the Forms and Data widget.